What is it that Nirma looks for in the interviews or in the presentation that the students who are listening to us can, crack Nirma easily?
So first of all, of course, they have to score well in CAT because CAT forms a good, not it's not the only criteria, but one important criteria for preparing the merit. Basically, a student, if you are asking me, what to look forward and what we can suggest, so they have to be themselves.
What would you say would be, a safe bet, like someone with a 75 plus does have an opportunity or a possibility to make it to MBA HR?
MBA HR last year, if I'm not mistaken, it might have been about 79 or so.
Okay.
Yeah. So definitely more than 75% would be really helpful. So
Okay.
let us see how the cutoff works on this year. So we are actually expecting again, so whatever the last year or even better, so.
Hi everyone, welcome on board. This is Anisha here today in conversation with Ashwini Sur from Nirma Institute of Management in Ahmedabad. And I'm going to request Sir today to, spend some time in helping all of you guys understand the various programs at Nirma, the scholarships we can get, and what is the admission process overall like. So thank you so much, Ashwini Sir, for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Anisha, for having me here with you.
Lovely, sir. So before we hop on to all of these things, would love to hear from you. Like you've been a professor at Nirma, currently you head the admissions, and it's been, I would say, just you've been there at Nirma for so many years. You've seen it grow. So what do you think, sir? Like, how has your journey been at Nirma?
Yeah. So when you say many years, so it almost be, I think, nearing about 2 decades. So yeah, Nirma journey, of course, I have enjoyed being in Nirma, and I have also enjoyed my stay here because of the kind of students that we get here. So very good students, and the kind of support that the institute, the university gives both to the faculty members as well as students. And my journey has also been enriched by the fact that the university and institute, they both have grown and they have been doing better and better things by each passing day. Yeah, so it has been good.
Awesome. That's lovely, sir. Like 2 decades there now. So, sir, oh, I mean, the whole admission process, we've got something which is very unique. We have the interviews, we have TDPI, and then the students, get in those scholarships also. So, if you could help, all the aspirants understand the admission process and like the kind of scholarships we offer at Nirma right now.
Okay, so then two things, one you're talking about the process, admission process and the scholarship. So I'll address the process part first. So the part of the process, as you are aware, most of the prospective participants here and students would be aware. So CAT is the necessary part of the process. And then based on the merit that is prepared on the basis of CAT, we have interview. In interview, of course, personal interaction is there. And what you mentioned, theme development and presentation, TDP, what we call. So that is also there. These are two things. And another thing that is taken into account while preparing the final merit is their academic performance in their earlier years, academic consistency. And certain weightage is also given to experience, so full-time experience. And based on all these components that I just mentioned, CAT score, performance in interview, performance in TDP, theme development and presentation, and experience if any. So then the final merit is prepared. And then, of course, based on that merit, the seats that we have, accordingly, we send the offer letters. Yeah, and coming to scholarships, so scholarships, of course, they are an important part of any good institute, and we also have, a good number of scholarships, because scholarships, they motivate students to perform, and they also help meritorious students who may not have the means to come to our programs. So accordingly, we have merit-based scholarships, and then we also have merit cum means based scholarships. And those, as the name suggests, merit come means, so below certain income level, the families, if they, that is there, then students get those scholarships also. Additionally, recently we have also started scholarships for engineering students to encourage good engineering students. So all those engineering students who get more than 85 percentile score in CAT, they also get a scholarship.
Okay, so that's interesting. So basically, sir, all of these scholarships, every student who's applying to Nirma is eligible for, if I'm wrong.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay, brilliant. And at the time of the admission itself, they will be offered these scholarships?
Yeah, once they get the admission, so they can apply for it. So one has to apply for it, and as you said, everybody is eligible to apply. And then based on which category one is applying, so we check the eligibility and we check the merit, and then they are given. And when they proceed to second year, so then they should have maintained minimum requirements in the first year also in terms of their CGPA, and also maintaining the other standards of the institute, be it attendance, and maybe no any malified performance in the exam, no disciplinary action, and so on. So then, of course, the scholarship continues in the second year also.
Okay, lovely. That's interesting, sir. And now, sir, like we said, like the students can get these scholarships at the time of admission itself. So the main thing the students have to do is crack and get admissions to Nirma to be eligible for this. So if you could, like, help us understand in a cheat sheet way, what is it that Nirma looks for in the interviews or in the presentation that the students who are listening to us can, crack Nirma easily?
Okay. So the CAT is nearing. So first of all, of course, they have to score well in CAT, because CAT forms a good note. It's not the only criteria, but one important criteria for preparing the merit. And then, of course, the interview, as any other institute, we look forward to having students who have of course, academic record, and CAT score is a given, because that's the first screening. So then we are looking at the overall profile of the student, and basically, a student, if you are asking me, what we look forward and what we can suggest, so they have to be themselves. So they have to be themselves. So how they are a whole individual, that is what everybody would be checking here or elsewhere also, because what we would have seen is only their academic performance and their admission exam CAT performance. So when we say the whole individual, uh, one way or the other, in every interaction, so it comes out. So how they communicate, how they carry themselves, how much confident they are about their own subjects and whatever they are talking about, how much they grounded they are, so that is what.
Awesome. That's interesting. So one last thing, to understand, like you mentioned, the admission process, scholarships, we've understood. Now we have got three different programs, like there's MBA, MBA HR, MBA Global Management. What is the difference in the three so that, students can understand which one should they apply for?
Okay. So I would rather go in a reverse manner, so that I keep screening out. So reverse manner in the sense, the MBA HRM is a specific HRM, as the name suggests. So all those prospective students who have HRM in there in mind, HRM means human resource management, that they would be knowing. So this program is dedicated to this field. So the entire 2 years, of course, they would be oriented to a little bit to, of course, other management areas as well. And now we are offering some sub specializations also in HRM program. Those sub specializations can help them to actually look at other prospects also, other than HRM. For example, in HRM, one might be able to take a subspecialization of, let's say, finance or marketing and so on. But by and large, the program is dedicated to HRM. So all those people who want to make a career in HRM, this is the program for them rather than the other two programs. And then MBA Global, those students who would like to have a global exposure in terms of academics and also in terms of some internships or academic projects. This is the program because first year is common, but the second year, first common with MBA, but the second year they go to our partner universities, and we have very good partner universities. For example, University of California, Davis is there, and other universities where they spend 1 year and as per the curriculum of that university. When it comes to placement, of course, if they can get the placement there, well and good. Otherwise, they can come back and sit with the placement of regular MBA students. Now I come to MBA program. This is our flagship, the program that we have been running for decades here, and very well received, very well accepted program both by the students and the industry. So this is a general MBA program. So anybody who's interested in marketing, for example, in finance, in operations, all the traditional fields of management, and particularly in the last couple of years, this analytics has come up quite well. So if they want to specialize in analytics and so on, so then MBA is the program for them. And for the reason that we have MBA HRM specifically dedicated for HRM professionals, so we don't offer HRM specialization in MBA program. Yeah.
Awesome, sir. That's really amazing. Like, the global management is for people who are looking for more exposure, and it's a newer thing. HR specific for HR. Sir, is if we are looking at, since we accept only CAT exam, what would you say would be, a safe bet? Like someone with a 75 plus does have an opportunity or a possibility to make it to MBA HR?
MBA HR last year, if I'm not mistaken, it might have been about 79 or so. So
Okay.
yeah, so definitely more than 75% would be really helpful. So
Okay.
let us see how the cutoff works out this year. Yeah. So we are actually expecting again, so whatever the last year or even better, So yeah,
Lovely.
yeah, yeah.
That's amazing. Then, sir, any parting thoughts or advice to the students who are listening to us on how to do better in their interviews or the entrance exams, from your experience?
No, they are all smart kids, So they are all intelligent, smart kids. I've always seen them, So they already know the things. They would already been working. So all I would say is, very short time is left for your CAT. So just give you all for CAT. And when you come for interview, just be yourself. You'll perform well.
Awesome. That's really amazing. So thank you so much, Ashwini sir, for making time for us and for all the students who are listening to us. If you have any other doubts or questions with respect to Nirma, the program, the admission process, scholarships, anything, just drop in the comment section and we will help you understand and make sure you are able to crack it. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Once again.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Anisha. Thank you.